Alright guys, sorry for the delay, but I just had to plug all my social media and stuff before I got started, but we are live with Sexy Lizards versus YOLO. Two very interesting names, two interesting team names, in the Reddit Dota 2 May Cup. And this is the second round. I did miss the first round since I was actually stuck in traffic, unfortunately, but hopefully we've got some good games coming up for you. I think there's at least another, 3 rounds coming up. So, just let me know how everything is in the chat before I begin. Just let me know sound, video, yada yada yada. Comments, criticisms, chat, always. Feel free. But we are a bit late in the band pick phase, so just getting right into it. We do have first 3 bands coming out from Radiant are Lycan, Darkseer, and Tidehunter, while for the Dire we have Invoker, Chen, and Leshrac. Nature's Prophet, Windrunner, and Vengeful Spirit, first 3 here from the Radiant, and first 3 picks from Dire are the Brewmaster, Beastmaster, and Enigma. A lot of masters on the Dire team here. First observation. I know, yeah, that's my expert analysis. But I mean, just checking out what we've got so far. Right here on the Radiant, we've got potential for pretty strong ganking as well as pushing strategy. They can go into either one that they'd like. I mean, Nature's Prophet, obviously a really good pusher if he levels up that Nature's Call for the Treants. And I mean, if you supplement the damage that those minions can do with Vengeful Spirit's Vengeance Aura, which gives, plus base damage on a percentage value, I mean, if you level up those 2 abilities exclusively in the early parts of the game, you can do a lot of good damage. And I have noticed some players, for example, Evil Genius's Universe, when he plays Vengeful Spirit, by level 7, in a push-heavy strategy, he'll have 4 in Vengeance Aura, as well as only 2 in Magic Missile. So a bit unorthodox, yeah, but I mean, it serves its purpose. It gets pushing done a lot faster and really early on in the game. Windrunner, kind of an all-arounder. She's kind of a good chunk of this ganking lineup, if they do choose to go that. Mostly because if the Nature's Prophet teleports and sprouts an enemy, you're pretty much guaranteed a shackle because those trees are there for the Windrunner to shackle them to. So really strong combination there and can make for some really good ganks all across the map. I mean, obviously, if Nature's Prophet TPs to the Vengeful Spirit's lane, that should be a decently easy kill, assuming they don't have a really good escape mechanism like Blink. So, pushing, ganking, maybe a mix of both, go for the pick and push, try and get some ganks, and using that, hero advantage, by getting that kill, try and transition into tower push. That can always work out as well. And, I mean, Brewmaster and Beastmaster, we've got 2 really, really tanky heroes here that have devastating ultimates. I mean, Beastmaster, his is so low cooldown as well, and it's such a reliable stun. It has incredible range, and it's, it does decent damage, and it has that really nice slow on nearby enemies as well. And, I mean, Brewmaster, like, his ultimate is ridiculous. Fire Panda does so much damage, although, it does get killed off pretty quickly thanks to its low HP and armor. But I mean, you've got another stun on top of the Hurl Boulder from the Earth Panda. That does decent damage as well. But the Cyclone from the Storm Panda is just so good. Taking a hero out of commission for, 5 seconds? Ridiculous. Such a good spell. And getting back to the bands, last 2 from Radiant are Ancient Apparition as well as Venomancer. And last 2 from the Dire are Morphling as well as Queen of Pain. So, Ancient Apparition, we don't really see him too much in, higher level games, with the exception of mostly Evil Geniuses in the late, or during, Demon's Captain phase, what have you, if you do keep up with that kind of thing. But, he's a strong hero, he's got a really devastating ultimate, and he does decently well, especially against, heroes that like to push, throwing it down next to your tower, just getting them all, getting a little damage on them, getting the shatter effect, can set up some easy, teamfight initiations right next to your tower, forces them to back off as well, for fear of fighting while they have that shatter debuff up. So, that, pretty good ban, and I mean, they do have a hint of a, pushing strategy coming out here, if you go the early Inner Beast levels with Beastmaster, as well as, maxing out those Eidolons early, as you should, by hopefully 8 or 9. Usually 9, I think. Players usually tend to go for the Max Malefice, since that is pretty strong. Morphling and Queen of Pain. Morphling, or both of them really, just really versatile heroes, very mobile, tough to kill. Morphling for that waveform, Queen of Pain for that blink. So, you know, just want to get rid of the hard to gank heroes. And I mean, Morphling has really great carry potential. I know Next KZ today picked him, I think, 2 or 3 games in a row in a best of 3 against Complexity. So, you know, he's definitely got potential. He's very strong. Can carry earlier on in the game as opposed to some of those really late game oriented carries that really don't come online until 35, 40 minutes. But to the picks now, we do have Sand King picked up by the Radiant 4th and Shadow Demon 4th from the Dire. Sand King, really strong stun combination here coming up from Vengeful Spirit as well as Sand King. I mean, just that dual lane alone, if they want to go for, you know, a farming Sand King, going for that is just so incredibly strong, just because, you know, they got great nuking potential. You hold them down, get the right clicks out, but, you know, if you do that kind of dual lane combination, you don't really have a carry necessarily farming up. We do have Sand King in the semi-carry slot though. Hopefully get him an early Vanguard as well as Arcane Boots and Blink Dagger, so he's very effective early in the game. But I mean, just in terms of lanes right now, it's all really strong, as we do see Death Prophet being picked up last. So she's really good as well, especially if you put her mid lane. She doesn't gank as well as other heroes, but she does have that Carrion Swarm, or I think it's Crypt Swarm now in Dota 2, but she has that Crypt Swarm, and that's really great for pushing up the lane, trying to establish your rune control, trying to push up the lane, kill off the creeps around that 2, 4, 6 minute mark, and secure yourself the rune. And get a lot of CS as well as harassing at the same time with that spell, since it is an AoE ability. And last, we do have Zeus coming out from Sexy Lizards, and again, another unorthodox pick coming out here. Or well, yeah, I guess pick. As Death Prophet, I mean, not really a huge favorite, although, you know, she is a bit of a flavor of the month, as Fulba said, in the European scene. Although I'm not sure if she's died down a bit in that regard. But, I mean, you know, slightly unorthodox picks coming out from the last 2 picks for both teams. Zeus, I mean, he's got really great nuking potential, especially in the mid game phase. Once he gets those levels up on Static Field as well as Lightning Bolt, you know, you just stand in the back, spam your spells out, you know, constantly, trying not to get targeted. You know, they've got really good range on them, so you can really just pump them out without putting yourself in harm's way. And that's going to be really strong during the team fights, where that Static Field is going to be doing a ton of damage. I mean, what is even the range on this thing? 1,000 range, so yeah, you really do not have to be in the middle of the battle to get a lot of damage going. And we do have, it looks like to be a dual lane down here at bottom, as I called. YOLO going with the Sand King Vengeful Spirit down here at bot. Looks like it's going to be a Nature's Prophet in the jungle. Has picked up that early Basilius. Krob mid, or sorry, Death Prophet, and Windrunner going top. Someone using their battle points. I don't even know if those work during practice games. Interesting. We'll see how it works. We got good guy Nero. 2 up here at the top lane. We've got Brewmaster as well as Shadow Demon. The Zeus is mid, as I said before, and Beastmaster going here at the bottom lane. Has already cut down those trees, yeah, so he's gonna have a lot of free vision here. Although he did pick up Observer Wards to be able to see any incoming ganks, so a bit redundant, if you will. And Enigma is going to be heading to the jungle last. Picking up plenty of regen here, mana regen, 4 clarities. Just looking to get his farm up, hopefully get an early level of 3 so they can push up here. As we do see a bit of harassment coming out. Nice disruption is going to completely nullify that Windrunner ability. And now is she going to go down? Right click's coming out. Oh, a little lag actually. But yep, she will be perfectly fine. And I'm getting a lot of lag. I do not know why. Sorry about that, guys. We'll see what I can do about that if it does keep happening. But it should be fine for the most part. And if not, I will try and close up some programs. Actually, I will do that now. Close out Skype. Sorry about that. So yep, both teams. What I like about both teams' drafts right now is that they are abusing the jungle strategies here. Uh, it's just so nice. You have originally you only have 3 lanes of farm and EXP, but now when you open up this 4th lane in the jungle with heroes like Enigma and Furion, as we see here, it's just a huge boost to EXP and gold. And I mean, you just have a lot more. You have 4 effective heroes in the game, as opposed to 3 usually. Earlier on in the game, at least. And sorry about that. I really don't know why I'm lagging. But here at the mid lane, we do see Zeus has picked up his bottle really early, before the 2-minute mark, and he has 300 to boot, so he will be going for those boots, I'm sure, relatively soon. And that's going to help him out with the runing, as he has already begun doing. He's going to pick up his haste rune here at the bottom lane, so that, or bottom rune. So that's going to be the 2-minute rune. And, just trying to get that regen going, trying to get that harass, as we did see him, expending a bit of his mana early on. Has 2 in that lightning bolt, and he's going to do a lot of harass here to this Death Prophet, who actually only has 2 tangos so far. Although I believe she has, yep, she does have her bottle coming out to her. And, sorry, one sec. Forgot to do something to make it a little smoother. There we go. And yeah, I'm lagging. What the hell? Sorry, just let me know if it's like unenjoyable to watch, if it lags that much, and hopefully I can do something about it. And down here at the bottom lane, we do see Beastmaster is getting a good bit of EXP and farm. The lane has pushed back to him, so not very good lane management coming out here from the Radiant team. Allowing a little too much EXP. He's already almost level 4 on this Beastmaster. And, yep, I like what he's doing here. He's starting to stack up these Ancients, and since Wild Axis is composite damage, it will do damage to those Ancients despite them being immune to magic. So, gonna get a lot of early farm from that as well once he picks up the Soul Ring, as it does look like he's going for that with the Sage's Mask. And, wow, alright, what the hell? I'm lagging a lot. Sorry, guys.
Nuh-uh.
Take a look at the CS right now. It is about 4 minutes in the game. We've got 20 on Sand King, so he's farming exceptionally well in this game. But that's really it. I mean, all the other lanes are losing. 9 CS only on the Death Prophet. Meanwhile, looking at the Dire, it's much more spread out and a lot higher in that regard as well. We do see 17 on Zeus, 20 on the Brewmaster, and we do see a nice TV coming out from Sand King. Shadow Demon overextending, trying to get some harass going on that Windrunner, but goes past the tower and pays for it with his life. And a good awareness there from Sand King, good communication going on between the Radiant. Just recognizing that Shadow Demon out of position, easy kill, just land the stun, and early first blood. Looking at the gold graph after that one as well. Yep, sitting at about, it was sitting at about almost 1500 gold advantage for the Dire, but with that first blood they do even it out a bit and bring it down to only 1000. So trying to make up for that lack of farm there on the Radiant heroes. Invis rune has been bottled up by Zeus. Doing a really good job of controlling the runes, actually, despite the fact that doesn't have anything in static field, but Arc Lightning is pretty good for pushing up that lane, though I would assume that Crypt Swarm is stronger for that. Meanwhile, Beastmaster has hit level 5, and still stacking those creeps as well. Not going to go for the boar. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I really like getting the boar in order to just sack the camps that way instead of expending your Wild Axis mana. As we do see Zeus is invisible right now. Wanted to get the 6-minute rune down here at bottom, but nope, both heroes going to get unlucky there in that regard. As Zeus is going to find the Nature's Prophet here. He has 3 in that lightning bolt, as well as his ultimate. Is he going to go for the kill? Only 500 HP on this Nature's Prophet, and if he wants to make a move, I think he needs to do it now. Yep, and he is going to go for a lightning bolt to start, and yep, he's going to throw down the ultimate right away and secure himself that kill. Meanwhile, up here at top, wow, really just no items on this Windrunner. Actually, she has picked up her Boots of Speed as well as a Null Talisman, so really just going for the cheap stats. You know, I'm a bit surprised she didn't go for the early Ring of Basilius build, mostly because with Windrunner, you know, even just with one level of Power Shot, you know, that mana regen is just so great for trying to get some early CS. You know, instead of being shut down to 7, maybe he'd have like 12 or so with that mana regen for his Power Shot spam. So, stun to go here on Beastmaster and Magic Missile as well, so it looks like he is going to go down. A few more right clicks, and yep, last hit is going to go to the Sand King. But we do have a TP coming out from Shadow Demon. Going to miss on the Soul Catcher. Disruption is going to land though, and nice stun away to get away. And wow, Vengeful Spirit is actually going to pick up the kill here. Nice Magic Missile to secure himself the last few right clicks necessary to get the kill. And it is 3-1 in favor of the Radiant team now. And with the Nature's Prophet TPing down towards the bottom lane, he does have one level in that Nature's Call, so they're going to go for a push here at the bottom lane. Yep, get those treants spawning. Caustic doing a really nice job of just clearing the creep wave fast. And yep, there are going to be no creeps here momentarily to take up the right click, or take up the creeps from the Radiant team. And the last hit is going to go to Sand King, so he's sitting at almost 2150, and if he wants to go for the early Blink Dagger, that is an option. Generally, you don't really see players go for the Blink Dagger first, just because, you know, even if you do get that easy initiation, you're very fragile early on in the game. You know, he's only got 800 HP if he does get that Blink Dagger. As we do see initiation going down here on the Windrunner. Oh, and the Black Hole is going to be popped. We still have the Thunderclap as well coming out from the Brewmaster if they need that, but yep, just going to secure himself the last hit there. As we do see a nice TP coming out from Vengeful Spirit to pick up the kill on Enigma, who was taking up the tower. And now, not too much happening. Maybe you're going to see the top tier 1 tower go down for the Radiant team. Last few right clicks. They do have the glyph up if they want to do that, but no. Sprout to fly, but they are not going to get denied there. No mana on the Vengeful Spirit, so I'm not sure what she's going to do here, as we do see Thunderclap whiff on the Vengeful Spirit, but does hit the Nature's Prophet, but he does not have enough mana. Actually, if he pops his Magic Stick, he could have ultimated there, and Primal Split, but wow. Nature's Krob doing a lot of damage there, but nope, the Exorcism not going to be enough, as Zeus just chases him down and gets down the Bolt Lightning, or Lightning Bolt. Meanwhile, Nature's Prophet, what? He actually picked up a kill there on Shadow Demon. Didn't even use his ulti. Oh wow, it was his illusions, I think. The Shadow Demon ran up there. Interesting. 6-3 now in favor of the Radiant team. Do you see Zeus going for a bit of a backstab? Nature's Prophet and Sand King gonna secure the kill there. As we do see Zeus throwing down the ultimate, and he's gonna get the kill as well. But Sand King has that stun right within tower range, and Zeus is gonna go down. So all in all, really sloppy play coming out from the Dire team here. Really unnecessary dives next to towers. Where, I mean, obviously, it is a tower, so the supports from the Radiant team can TP in and assist, as we have seen Sand King and Nature's Prophet, or Sand King and Vengeful Spirit doing. And it has net them quite a few kills, so don't know if that's misplay from the Dire or good communication and awareness from the Radiant team. Zeus TPing in back to the mid lane. There are 3 heroes here from the Radiant, so he needs to be careful. Not sure if he sees this actually. No, maybe not. And I mean, at this point in the game, 6 to 10 minutes, you really should get yourself an observer ward here up on the hill. I mean, I'm not really a big fan of this one here from the Dire team. You want one up here so you can see where the TP ganks are coming from, and you want to be able to farm safely. As I actually miss a kill. Death Prophet. Oh no, never mind. That's not kill. That's just Death Prophet bottling the room. Their names are so long. I think they're kills. Harassment coming out from the Zeus here at the mid lane. Really just trying to rack up the damage, and actually he's gonna pick up a kill there. Prob, I don't really know what she's doing. She just sticks around. Zeus does have 4 levels in that lightning bolt, so really quite obvious that he can just kill her so easily, and I mean his ultimate could have been up for all the Death Prophet knew. So not really sure what they're doing here. And Brewmaster actually gets a kill down here at the bottom lane, and it looks like Beastmaster is gonna get away. Nice cyclone coming out from the Panda. And are they gonna turn on this? He has a hurl boulder to go. Right click's coming out from the Panda. And, oh wow, yep, Primal Split, really nice timing there. Wears off just at the last second, in time for him to get the Thunderclap off. And we do see Zeus throwing down his ultimate, not going to pick up the kill though on this Windrunner. Vengeful Spirit, Wraithband, and Arcane Boots. Strange item build. I mean, Arcane Boots, sure, but Wraithband. Okay, why not? Cheap stats. Well, you do usually see supporters opting out for those bracers, as they do give a little bit more plus HP, especially on squishy support heroes, as we do see a kill going down here at the top lane, and that is going to be Nature's Prophet taking the fall. Looks like just Islands as well as Malefice combined with Soul Catcher. Soul Catcher, just an incredibly strong spell, and apparently the plus damage coming out from Soul Catcher is pure, so really just a ton of damage coming out.
Tower is under attack.
Beastmaster has finished up these, almost finished up these Ancient Creeps. He is level 9 as well, so, yep, almost level 10 actually. Just take a look at how much gold he's farmed, or what his gold per minute is. And 274 gold per minute, 13 minutes, and really respectable for a Beastmaster that soloed in the offlane. So just, you know, showing the strength of that offlane Beastmaster, stacking those Ancients a lot. And we do have 4 heroes here up at the top lane. Actually, is that 5? Yeah, we do have 5 heroes here at the top lane. Blink Dagger is up on Sand King. So looking for some easy towers right now. Just popping those treants as well as the Death Prophet's Exorcism. Glyph is going to go. We only have 3 heroes up here from the Dire team. And it looks like they're not going to try and defend it. Unless the Dire start getting some TPs out. Brewmaster maybe? No, he's a bit low. Doesn't have his ultimate either. And Beastmaster not having it, as we do see Sand King look like he wants to initiate on the Zeus. Shackle's not going to hit. Power Shot is going to catch 2 heroes though, so getting a little bit of damage there. And I'm sorry, I know I'm lagging a bit in game. Don't really know what it's about. Hopefully it doesn't come up too often during big team fights. I think I might know what the issue is. Probably my webcam. Yeah. Yeah, still getting some random spikes. Not sure why. Windrunner does pick up a haste rune. She has 2 null talismans, no phase boots or arcane boots yet, so really just underwhelming farm right now coming out of the Windrunner. Not having as much of a good time as the Beastmaster, who obviously, as I pointed out before, does have the option of sacking those Ancients. So strength there, and how Beastmaster could be considered a more superior, I guess, off-lane hero, being able to make up for that lack of early game farm in the suicide lane. Meanwhile, Enigma does have that headdress, so it looks like he's going to go for the mechanism on his team, and Beastmaster going for the pipe. So really just Dire team really aiming to pick up those core teamfight items, such as mechanism and pipe, and I mean, I'm sure someone's going to be building a drum sooner or later. Yep, the Brewmaster does have his drums up. So, you know, just going for things that are going to help him a lot in the team fights, help him a lot when it comes to pushing, sustaining those pushes through way of heals, and trying to take down towers faster with the auras coming out from the drums. Nature's Prophet is going to fly, get some good damage going out here. And Brewmaster looks like he wants to go for the point booster. Or it looks like he went for the point booster, so he's going to try and pick up that early Aghanim Scepter. Looking at the gold graph right now, sitting just below 3,000 gold difference in favor of the Dire team. But looking at the EXP, yep, pretty much the same trend there. So a lot of out farm and coming out from the Dire team. And I mean, they have caught up in kills 8-8 now.
Double damage.
As we hear a little initiation coming out here on the Shadow Demon. Magic Missile is going to fly. We do see the Demog Purge is going to take out the Nature's Prophet. And Zeus Roar is gonna go on the Death Prophet, and yup, just gonna get instigated by the nukes. And wow, big Zeus ulti is gonna take out a lot of heroes down to low HP. Big epicenter coming out from the Sand King, but he's gonna pay for it with his life, as he did not get enough damage going there to pick up any kills. And that is a 4-for-0 in favor of the Dire team, and maybe gonna be a 5-for-0. Are we gonna get a Malefice? Another 3 seconds. Blink Dagger is gonna be up now. Oh wow, and he gets fogged up the hill. So yep, just gonna cut their losses there and keep it to 4-0 instead of an entire genocide there for the Radiant team. And we do see these early levels of Inner Beast as well as the drums coming into play, as you know, they just take down this tower so fast, transitioning off that one team fight. And that was a full HP tier 1 tower there at mid, and it just went down so quickly. But now that the Radiant heroes are up, we do see the strength in their heroes coming out, as they just clear off that creep wave really quickly between you know, Sand King Caustic as well as the Burrow Strike, Crypt Swarm, Power Shot from Windrunner. And wow, really just a lot of lag. And I'm sorry, it is a bit annoying. I'll try and fix that next game, and I think I know how. So just bear with it for now, guys. My apologies. Beastmaster still just getting that farm up. He has... Wait, what? Yep, he has the... Yeah, he has the pipe finished up. But I'm not sure what he's going to do with that chainmail. Maybe going to go for a medallion, actually. Really strong on Beastmaster now that I think about it. Because as I pointed out before, Wild Axis is composite damage. So they will benefit, the physical aspect of the damage will benefit from the minus armor on medallion. As we do see a push coming out here at the mid tier 2 tower. Exorcism doing so much damage. Burrow Strike is going to go. Going to catch Shadow Demon. But Black Hole does get cancelled. Zeus doing so much damage there with that ultimate. But not going to be able to finish off any kills, as we do see Beastmaster just going for the right clicks. Is going to get the kill on the Vengeful Spirit, as well as the Windrunner going to go down. And nice dodge coming out from the Zeus to bait out this Burrow Strike from the Sand King. And he's going to go down as well. Meanwhile, Brewmaster getting really aggressive here. Nature's Prophet just going to throw in the Sprout, though, and prevent him from giving any more chase. And guys, feel free to participate in the chat. You got questions, comments, criticisms. You think I'm wrong about something, like, I'm open-minded. But, you know, anything you gotta say in chat. Good people there, I'm sure. Pipe is completed, as I said, on the Beastmaster, and yep, he does have that Medallion of Courage. So just trying to maximize his DPS as much as possible, considering he hasn't really gotten many items in the way of that. Really just going for the tanky support, team-oriented build right now. And that's the nice thing, actually, about Shadow Demon, is that, you know, it's not really a priority to go for builds that are heavy on you know, pumping out damage, because Soul Catcher kind of makes up for it, at least on one target. So that's a nice little perk of having a Shadow Demon on your team. As we do see Brewmaster jumping into the fray of the Radiant team, gonna pop the Primal Split, and yep, Vengeful Spirit is gonna go down. Sand King is channeling the Epicenter, and he's gonna blink in, gonna catch a kill. Oh wow, misses a Burrow Strike, and Shadow Demon with a nice defensive disruption, gonna buy some time, and yep, gonna get the kill on the Sand King there. As we do see, Primal Split is gonna wear off, and Primal Split, or sorry, not Primal Split, but Thunderclap is gonna help slow down that Nature's Prophet enough to pick up another kill there, and it is gonna be a 5-for-0 in favor of the Dire team. And it looks like they might want to transition to that Roshan pit. As you know, it is early on in the game, so the cooldowns or the respawn timers are fairly low, only 20 minutes in. So instead of going for a mid-tier or tier 2 tower, you know, where you have to walk and put some damage on it, and you know, they'll probably respawn by the time you come out, or by the time you get any good damage on it. You know, just go for the safer alternative and go for the Roshan and pick it up really quickly, as we do see between the Eidolons as well as Beastmaster with that Inner Beast as well as the Medallion of Courage, just gets so easy to pick up that Roshan kill. I mean, what did that take them, like 20 seconds? And we're gonna wait for that to refresh the gold graph a little bit and take a look at that. Yep. So well below 7,500 gold advantage in favor of the Dire team. So things really just going their way. 20-9. It was tied up 8-8. just a few minutes ago. So they've really turned it around here and swung the momentum in their favor. And I think a large part of that has to do with a really just nice initiation coming out from Brewmaster, getting his ultimate going, just getting a lot of damage pumped out, and capitalizing on picking off out of position heroes to start off a team fight. But like I pointed out before, between the Windrunner Power Shot and the Crypt Storm from Death Prophet, it is going to be tough for them to go for the 5v5 pushes at their towers, or at the Radiance towers rather. It's going to be very reliant on them getting a really fat black hole right off the bat, as well as a good primal split to try and take a couple heroes out of commission early on in the fight. Oh my god, really laggy. I don't know what's taking up so much CPU for me. Sorry, one sec. Just want to monitor that in the background. I know we do see initiation coming out from Brewmaster here. His primal split is back up. Wow, and the Zeus ultimate is just doing so much damage right now. Sand King is in a bit of trouble. Comes out of the sandstorm. Is he gonna get away safely? Yeah, he should be. Oh wow, should be fine. Oh no, Enigma with the really aggressive play, but wow, a really nice Burrow Strike is gonna get him to safety. And a disconnect coming out from the Death Prophet. Is that Rage Quit or just a disconnect? I'm not sure. Oh god, no wonder. His computer is done. Okay. 4 minutes cannot pause. But yep, I mean, Dire Team just taking that one so easily there. And I mean, it's so hard to even give a play-by-play on what happened there, because they just drop immediately. The Soul Catcher does so much extra damage. We saw that Windrunner just pop once it got on her. And I mean, with the Primal Split, I mean, it didn't even have a chance to do a lot of damage, as we do see Nature's Prophet going to go down again. Demonic Purge is going to clean that one up. But the kill going to the Enigma. But I mean, it's really this Zeus, his ultimate just gimps them all so quickly.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
And we do see the racks go down here at mid lane. GG is called, and good manners here coming out from the Radiant team. And that is going to be a win for Sexy Lizards, who take out YOLO in the second round of the May Reddit Dota 2 tournament, or Cup rather. So just take a look at the stats real quick before we leave. And I will be casting the rest of the games today. Newbie Noob, it was actually something else in the background. I was playing, what was it? I think I was playing Han last night, and the process kept running. I'm not sure why, despite the game being closed. So I ended that, and it should be a lot better because it was taking up a lot of CPU. But sorry, sidetrack. Just looking at the stats right now, just look at the heavy out farm. Enigma 110, really just doing a great job this game. Got that early mechanism, being able to participate in the team fights and farm really safely. Just because you have that extra heal. It's pretty much an extra plus 250 HP. We do see the Brewmaster using that Thunderclap, as I noticed, to just get his farm going really easily as well. Just get all the last hits every wave. And I mean, Zeus doesn't have a lot of CS, but he had a lot of really good movement around the map. Low CS, but he's involved in 19 of the 24 kills. I mean, in large part that has to do with his ultimate, automatically putting him in the middle of a fight, as this Brewmaster getting really annoying. But I mean, spent a lot of time moving around the map, just trying to pressure lanes, trying to get good damage going, and being able to convert some of that harassment into kills. Yeah. Well, Brewmaster. And yep, you can just take another look at the stats here if you'd like to. But as I said again, this is the Dota 2 Reddit Cup in the month of May. And we are going into the third round now. This is the second round that just concluded here between Sexy Lizards and YOLO, with Sexy Lizards coming out on top in a very convincing victory, 25 minutes into the game. GG. Well played by them. I'm going to try and see which game I can get into next, so stay tuned. I'm gonna throw on some tunes. Thanks guys for those of you that have enjoyed the cast and think it was good. Thanks for the person that said I'm very handsome. Personally I don't think I'm actually that attractive, but that's nice of you to say. And yep, I will be back. Just gonna throw on the tunes, so stay tuned and enjoy some music.
me, it's just weed and brew. See the whole flock to you when your name is Q. Am I overfaded? Hell yeah, it's true. Turn a beat on any limit on what I can do. See the top dog and heat, but I'ma fuck the world. I'ma be on tilt until God referrals. You sat me down, I'm still trying to get higher. You looked at me stupid when I took up the fire. Meanwhile, a nigga drunk as fuck, a nigga fucked up. We all fucked up, y'all done fucked up. I brought more blunts, go back to up. You niggas know what's up. Too damn high, can't stand myself. I love drunk driving, man, I'm something else. Heat on my side. You more than welcome to milk, about to finish a pound. You more than welcome to help. Hey. Weed and brew, weed and brew. Life for me, it's just weed and brew. Weed and brew, weed and brew. Life for me, it's just weed and brew. I fucked her once, then I can fuck her twice. Then you heard me right, I might fuck tonight. I fucked her once, then I can fuck her twice. Then you heard me right, I might fuck tonight.
Wait, hold up, back in this motherfucking bitch once again. It's a pretty motherfucker with a 40 ounce of brew. My nigga Q when we drunker than a bitch. We getting millies, motherfucker, yeah, nigga, weed and brew. It's unbelievable. Got a freak or two in my vehicle. Got the purple drink, got the yellow drink. And we mix it up, call it Pikachu. With a little bit of crack, little bit of dope, little bit of smoke, little coke, little weed when they on them. Little bit of E, little bit of shrooms, little bit of dudes, what it do, hands on them. And I keep the illest, trillest bitches while I'm swagging it. Crush a bit, little bit. That's my pursuit of happiness.
Weed and brew, life for me it's just weed and brew. Weed and brew, weed and brew, life for me it's just weed and brew. I fucked her once, then I can fuck her twice. Then you heard me right, I might fuck tonight. If I fucked her once, then I can fuck her twice. Then you heard me right, I might fuck tonight. If I fuck her once, then I can fuck her twice. If I fuck her twice, I might change her life. If I change her life, she might hit my weed. We can have a summer running off at 3. Her marrying me, I'll keep it strictly G. My philosophy, if I'm living right, nigga, weed and bruising head every night. Hope the pussy nice, cause I'ma fight the bitch. Beat it down and shit, I be clowning with. Black hippie crew, how swag am I? Be the reason why she wanna drown my dick. But I super lie, shit was super dry. No paper planes, the Vegas supply. Don't ask the price, too much locust side. Let's get stupid high to where I can't reply. Love smoking dope, I won't compromise. Weed and brew, weed and brew. Life for me, it's just weed and brew. Weed and brew, weed and brew. Life for me, it's just weed and brew. If I fucked her once, then I can fuck her twice. Then you heard me right, I might fuck tonight. If I fucked her once, then I can fuck her twice. Then you heard me right, I might fuck tonight. Bitch, give me the dust. Up. Let's go, let's go. Dipping through your solar system, hopefully steal your heart. You be the victim. No, I wouldn't shit. Hey, I did the crime. Now close your eyes. Let me lead your mind. I won't steal you blind. Came right on time. Just keep behind. Let me guide the way. Such a lovely day. Let's go on a cake. Play the way that grown-ups play. Teach you how to drive a stick, baby girl, it'll be okay. First gear, second gear, third gear, hell yeah. Panties drop, I can treat a prop. Poke my passion in your lust, but he let me be your doc. I can please you right, let me give you life. Little CPR, can I use your car? Pedal to the flow, see you drive me hard. You superstar, let me be your bodyguard. Whether this tsunami law, let me dive in through your tidal wave. Now be amazed, Scorpio, sex drive, Gemini, sex drive, sex drive, sex drive, sex drive, sex drive, sex drive, sex drive. Let me be your sex drive.
Satisfaction fills me up inside. Can you turn me on? Be my sex right, only if your sex is right. Can you put me on?
As the world spin, we gain power. Your cervix stay on wet, girl, you a stormy shout. My fucking girl undress you, we can fuck for hours. Day and night, no rubbers, we lovers, no covers. Freak you with my tongue, you also go down where I'm hung. Open up, my chapter begun, we can build like a factory. Holding up to 6 right on the sun, so the eclipse as soon as we come. Soon as we come, hit a new gear transmission, they done we cruise. You don't want my heart over, how can we lose? From a fantasy to real life, you I choose. Came a long way from fucking friends we was due. Oh, just me and you, just me and you. Never scared of commitment, see you my boo. We can get ghosts, get lost in the bond, that's true. fly through the city clouds, reconcile, sand vows, fuck around and have a child. Hey, Scorpio, Scorpio, sex drive, sex drive. Gemini, Gemini, sex drive, sex drive, sex drive, sex drive, sex drive, sex drive, sex drive. Let me be your sex drive.
Satisfaction fills me up inside. Can you turn me on? Be my sex right, only if your sex is right. Can you put me on? Break me down and build me up again. Love me till the sun comes up, and then we can fuck and fuck and fuck again, again, again. Break me down and build me up again. Love me till the sun comes up, and then we can fuck and fuck and fuck again, again, again.
I got my hustle, dog. I guess my hustle off. Oxycontin, marijuana, crazy. I got my chopper, dog. Don't make me chop him off. Chop, 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 knock him off. Blood on the wall, death in the air, birds on the ground, pistols everywhere, devils in the eyes, babies always cry, Papa never home. Fuck it, we all alone. Trying to get rich at that car can ride. Grab me the beaker, how measure the wide. Heat up the water, drop it in pot. Baking soda and ice cream, make it rock. Get you a saucer, the razor, go chop. Get you a Glock and invest in the block. Set up your shop, serum the plot. Fuck by the cop, jack his ass with a shot. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I got my hustle, dog. I guess my hustle off. Oxycontin, marijuana, crazy. I got my chopper, dog. Don't make me chop him off. Chop, 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 knock him off. Crazy. I got my hustle, dog. I guess my hustle off. Prostitutes and raps and all. Crazy. I got my chopper, dog. Don't make me chop him off. Knock, 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 knock him off. Satan in your soul, let it take control. Oxycontin fiends, keep the foil low. Let the pill burn, inhale, exhale it slow. Let your heart explode, drop you to the floor. I gets the dough, I hustle hard. Ace it ain't got shit on moi. Green beans, 80s for sure. They like what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. No syringes and nothing, just heroin's cousin smoke mufflers out. Yeah, I got my hustle, dog. I guess my hustle off. Oxycontin, marijuana, crazy. I got my chopper, dog. Don't make me chop him off. Chop, 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 knock him off. Crazy. I got my hustle, dog. I guess my hustle off. Prostitutes and raps and all. Crazy. I got my chopper, dog. Don't make me chop him off. Knock, 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 knock him off. Only Lord knows, and only time will tell. Will I go to heaven or will I burn in hell? Music in my mind, vibrating down my spine, travels to my heart. Should've been here from the start. Now I get breath from my audio. Hard, you pusher, these bars that I push. You know I ain't talking to Zanny, bro. Nigga, we on it, be up by the morning. You wreck a new bitch wearing panties, yo. Throw out my line, push up for show. Nigga, we eating your ox to know. My big boy and her love below. Here she blow. I'm over control and the hustle keep going. Shit on niggas, excuse all our callings. Balls at the bus, won't you piss like we ballin', we good for the moment. Back with another one of those block rocking beats.
I let it fall, my heart, and as it fell, you rose to claim it. It was dark, and I was over, until you kissed my lips and you saved me. My hands, they were strong, but my knees were far too weak to stand in your arms without falling to your feet. But there's a side to you that I never knew. All the things you say, they were never true. In the games you play, you would always win. But I set fire to the rain, watch it pour as I looked at your face. When it burned, well I cried 'cause I heard it screaming out your name, your name. But I set fire to the rain, watch it pour as I looked at your face. When it burned, well I cried 'cause I heard it screaming out your name, your name. get a good feeling. Yeah. Get a feeling that I never had before. No. I get a good feeling. Yeah. Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling. Yeah. Get a feeling that I never had before. No. I get a good feeling. Yeah.
Alright guys, welcome. We are live right now with the semifinals of the Reddit Dota 2 May Cup. And right now we have Team EPI, I think that's Epidemic on the Dire versus Squishers on the Radiant team. And wow, they're really getting off into the bans really quickly here, as we have 2 bans finished from each team. Right now we have Nature's Prophet, Tidehunter, as well as Chen banned out by the Radiant, and Invoker as well as Lycanthrope from the Dire team. I mean, really typical ban so far. It looks like Radiant don't really want to give up that pushing strategy right now. They've banned out the Chen, who obviously, as we know, is incredibly potent when it comes to those pushing strats, being able to dominate those high HP and high damage neutral creeps from the jungle straight from the get-go. And I mean, Tidehunter also a very, very strong pushing hero, particularly because he allows you to push onto towers 5v5 thanks to his Ravage. So your team fight is really strong there. Brewmaster is the last ban coming out of EPI. And right now with the picks, we have Darkseer as well as Leshrac coming out from Radiant, and Windrunner and Queen of Pain from the Dire. And third pick is going to be Vengeful Spirit from the Radiant. So, I mean, just looking at it right now, it's so early on, but for the Radiant, we do have a bit of a pushing strat coming out here right now. I mean, I only say that mostly because of Leshrac, because, I mean, Diabolic Edict, it's like Harry Houdini making towers disappear. And, I mean, Vengeful Spirit, if you do go for a minion-based, minion/summon-based strategy, either with heroes like, what have you, Enchantress, Chen, which is actually banned out, Nature's Prophet, which is banned out, Enigma, which is not banned out, don't forget that. You know, that Vengeance Aura, if you level it up early, you can get a lot of good damage to siege down those towers early on in the game. And Darkseer, I mean, he's just an incredibly versatile hero, being able to go in the jungle, or going on the off lane. Decorate that wall. I've got like a ship shadow behind me here. It's kind of weird. It's like a Kunkka ship coming at me. Go ship. There you go. But yeah, Darkseer just incredibly versatile hero, able to go in the jungle, the off lane, and can pretty much solo push towers early on in the game, especially if he goes versus a solo hero. You know, skipping the creeps, tanking it up with the Stout Shield and throwing on the Ion Shell, and you know, letting your creeps deal damage to the tower, and not having to fight with the creeps. Pretty strong there. Shadow Demon is the last pickup from EPI. The bans, we do have Anti-Mage and Enigma from Radiant, and Earthshaker as well as Enchantress from the Dire. Has to have one chat troll. Okay. And Salt Assassin is the 4th pickup here, so not really opting too much to go in more in depth with that pushing strategy that they could have had building up there, but instead going for a more carry / maybe turtleish or ganking strategy. As we do know, Salt Assassin Ricky being able to just go lane to lane undetected and get really easy ganks off as long as he has someone else setting up for it. Preferably someone with a stunner or slow, so that he can keep them trapped in that smoke, in that is it smoke? Smoke screen. Keep them trapped in the smoke screen for a longer period of time. And I mean, if it does come down to turtling, I mean, you know, with carry heroes, most of the time it will come down to turtling, because, you know, you're obviously going for a not as aggressive pushing strategy, but rather one that focuses more on, you know, farming up the map a bit longer than usual. I mean, if it does go into turtling, you have the Darkseer, who's just incredible with that vacuum, putting people in an awful position if they try and push into your tier 3 towers, especially. Wall of Replica, forcing them to back off from your push and buying more time. So, you know, you can go either way with this strategy so far.
Venomancer.
And Venomancer is going to be the 4th pick, and a really fast Lich pick coming out from Squishers, and wow, another equally fast Faceless Void pick coming out from EPI. So yep, we do have a very strong turtling and like passive playstyle or lineup coming out from the Radiant here with that Stealth Assassin, and you know, most likely going to be babysat by that Lich. And Lich, like you know, not really a strong pushing hero. Actually, very counterproductive to pushing because he denies your creeps. But you know, pretty potent when it comes to these babysit passive farm and turtling strategies. And I mean, Chain Frost, combine that with a vacuum, that can pretty much insta-gib 1 or 2 heroes if you land it right. So you know, interesting to see if they can, you know, hold out throughout the early game, not really have to resort to too much turtling it up, not having to resort to turtling too much in the mid game, and see if they can get their farm going early enough to hopefully come online before that late game with that Stealth Assassin pick. And I mean, here from the Dire, we also have a very, very passive lineup. I mean, we have heroes like Venomancer who are really great against pushing strategies and really great for turtling because of those Plague Wards. You know, you get them up to level 4 and they just clear the creep wave so fast. You stick them down next to your tower and good luck. Like, good luck trying to push that tower, honestly. Windrunner, great for clearing those creeps as well, particularly when they're trying to push on your tower. So again, more passive, turtling, you're just trying to keep them away from your tower heroes right now. Faceless Void, obviously a really great team fight here with that Chronosphere. And of course, you know, he's a late game carry, so most likely you're going to see him playing a bit more reserved in the early game, trying to get that farm going. And, you know, just typical stuff like that. As we do see a tri-lane maybe coming out here from the bottom lane. They are going to find the Lich, however. Disruption is the first to go. He has Time Walk, so he's going to be able to slow him down. Shackle is not going to latch. And yep, Time Walk to slow. Can they get enough damage going here? No, the illusions run out from Disruption. And yep, last right click coming out from Jester on the Shadow Demon is going to pick up the kill. But now, are they going to be able to turn on this one? As Vengeful Spirit does launch the Magic Missile on Windrunner. Shackle is going to hit, but not going to last very long, as the Gale misses, actually. And the Surge coming out from Darkseer is going to save save VS from any potential damage coming out. And yeah, big body blocks coming out on that Lich. So actually, no, it's going to be a tri-lane bottom between the Venomancer as well as the Shadow Demon and Faceless Void. So going with the aggressive tri-lane, gonna be not too bad considering they're going against a dual lane of SA and Lich. But the thing with Lich is that he is just so good against tri-lanes, because you already get such gimped EXP gain, because you're in a tri-lane split up between 3 heroes, but denying a full creep every time with that Lich, actually goes for the sacrifice, or not going for sacrifice, but rather Frost Nova or Frost Blast early. But still, I mean, once he gets a level in that ritual, it's just gonna gimp their EXP gain so much. And hello, Apathy. Shout out to Chris, he's a legend. And at the top lane, it's gonna be Queen of Pain versus the Darkseer. Meanwhile, we have a dual lane of Leshrac and Vengeful Spirit at the mid against the Windrunner. And we already went over bottom lane. Mid lane, it looks like, you know, obviously the Leshrac is going to get a ton of farm in this lane if Vengeful Spirit, you know, plays up right and, you know, tries to pressure out the Windrunner. But again, you know, the Windrunner, the thing is with that, she can just sit back in the lane, still get EXP thanks to the hill advantage at mid lane, and still farm with that power shot ability, and particularly even more once she picks up her bottle, which she is about 250 gold from. So Windrunner really potent against those dual lanes, particularly in the mid lane. So not going to be as much of a dominating lane as you would expect from the Radiant at mid. Meanwhile at bottom, we do see a Gale land on both heroes. We're going to see a Disruption go down on the Lich. Ricky taking a lot of harass, and looks like Lich is going to be the one to go down as Time Walk slows him down just enough. Soul Catcher boosting up that damage, and yep, kill going to the Venomancer this time. So both supports have picked up a kill as well as an assist on the Shadow Demon. So, you know, gonna get that early crow, hopefully some early boots as well. And we actually have a kill coming out here at the top lane. My apologies, not paying attention. It is gonna be Queen of Pain getting a kill on the Darkseer solo. So, I mean, I guess he just got outplayed. Not much else to say. Venomancer doing a lot of good harassment down here at the bottom lane, just completely zoning out this Ricky, and he might actually get the kill here. The Gale has slowed him down so much, and 2 more right clicks. Oh wow, but a nice blink strike is gonna save him there. So nicely done, as we do see VS rotating down towards the bottom lane, gonna go try versus try and salvage this lane up. And I mean, good call, as I did go over before. Windrunner gonna do really well against the dual lane there at mid, so you know, let the Leshrac solo. He's a really strong solo if he spams out that lightning, although I'm not sure if he is gonna do that, and can control the runes really well. So, not a bad call. Chris getting flamed. Oh, and we do see initiation going down the Vengeful Spirit this time. Venomous Gale is going to hit as well as the Soul Catcher. And, yep, last right click. Going to go to the Faceless Void. So, I mean, wow. The gold is just so split up quite nicely here on the Dire team. We got 1 kill on each hero. And, I mean, top lane is winning as well. So, 2 lanes winning so far for the Dire team. As we do see Windrunner gonna take a little bit of damage here from the Diabolic Edict. It is up to level 2 right now, but there is a bit of a level difference here, as we do see a Shackle Shot is gonna hit. And can he land a Power Shot? No, he doesn't have mana for the Power Shot, so gonna be perfectly fine here, as regen is popped by the Leshrac. But Leshrac only level 4, meanwhile Windrunner a few points above level 5. And a really nice scale. Wow, this Venomancer is going dope after missing that first scale on the Lich earlier. Oh, as we do see Colia taking a bit of damage here. Edict is doing so much. And wow, he's going to pick up this kill. 1 more right click. Oh, but he's going to use the ball charges there to regen up. But he's going to cancel the South. That's a small victory there. Stun is going to miss. Perfectly caught the tower, though. If only that worked. Meanwhile, Ricky taking a bit of damage again. Is he going to go down? Faceless Void actually going to go in really deep here. Very aggressive play. Not going to get the hit off, though. And wow. Gonna go down instead. 2 heroes down actually, and yep, Shadow Demon is gonna dive, give up his life 3 for 1 just to pick up that Ricky kill. So big misplay there. Gonna let the tri lane from the Radiant team get back into that lane and try and come back from the huge deficit they were at before. Can't be too aggressive. I mean, you have Shadow Demon and Venomancer, who are both, you know, very strong ranged heroes that can take advantage of the fact that they're ranged and not take too much damage from the tower by just, you know, kiting around, playing around the tower range. But Faceless Void, I mean, he is a bit fragile. He doesn't have any in backtrack, so no luck there gonna help him to backtrack any damage from the tower. So can't dive too far with that. They are really squishy. I'm getting popular. It's just because the Reddit tournament is like decently publicized on the Reddit site, Dota 2 Reddit. So, you know, got lucky. I mean, hopefully, if you guys enjoy the stream, then you can check it out. Meanwhile, we've got Leshrac going for the top rune, and yep, he is going to get it, regeneration. So, wow, just going to be spamming up those spells, trying to get some CS, trying to get some harass going, and win his lane hard. As we do see a Venomous Gale is going to help take out the Lich right there, and Soul Catcher is going to land on Vengeful Spirit. Poison Sting is going to get some slow going, and wow, they actually get 2 kills there on the tri lane. So I thought they were going to come back into this tri lane after that 3 for 1 with a little more, you know, pizzazz, but not going to happen as they do get 2-0'd. Meanwhile, Queen of Pain playing very aggressive, search to go, try to get him away to safety, but Blink is going to keep him up with him. Level 3 Scream of Pain, and wow, not even going to use the Scream of Pain, going to waste the ulti there and pick up the kill on Darkseer. So 2-0 up there at that top lane. He's got 30 CS, so he's winning this lane quite handily. And we do see initiation going down here at the bottom lane. We see a smoke screen as well as a magic missile to the to go on the Void, but he's not going to go down. And he's got phase boost, so he's incredibly fast either way. Tough to keep up with him. As we do see a magic missile, nice surge coming out from Darkseer is maybe going to help them get the kill on this Venomancer. You have only level 1 vacuum. What can they do here? Iron Shell to go, but Void is going to just blink in on that Vengeful Spirit and take him out. Meanwhile, the Lich in the middle of the fight, not the right place for him to be, and he's going to go down. And wow, actually level 6 on the Shadow Demon is going to get the Demonic Purge on the Darkseer, and Chronosphere as well going to pop to solidify that kill there at the bottom lane. So Darkseer, even when he's trying to TP to other lanes to try and help out, no go. No luck for him. He gets dominated whichever lane he goes to.
generation.
Radiant's top tower is
Here at
under
the mid,
attack.
looking at the CS, the Windrunner is winning out a bit. 9 CS to only 9 in CS advantage over the
Radiant
Leshrac, although
structures
Leshrac
are
does have a
fortified.
few more denies. So, or actually no,
Radiant's top
Windrunner
tower
ahead in
is
denies.
under
So,
attack.
Windrunner doing a really good job here at the mid lane. Doesn't have those phase boosts yet, so once he picks those up and gets that really high base damage going, going to be able to control the lane even easier with those last hits, as well as the mobility to get in and out and harass that Leshrac. Invisibility on the Shadow Demon. Maybe gonna look for a kill here at the bottom lane. Position himself. Does have the Demonic Purge up once again. So he has enough mana for the Purge as well as the Soul Catcher, but no disruption. Curious to see what he goes for. He could actually just kill this Riki right now if his team follows up. And yep, Disruption actually going to be the one to go. Soul Catcher is actually going to hit on the Vengeful Spirit, so misplay there. Riki going to do a nice job of blink striking away, but wow, boy, just going to catch up immediately with that Time Walk. Meanwhile, up here at the top lane, Quab taking a little bit of harass, but actually she has no mana. I'm not sure why the Darkseer is chickening out so much. Does have Vacuum as well, so maybe could have fought that if you could get a double Ion Shell going. But, you know, realizes I'm behind in this lane. Don't want to chance it. 3 levels behind, actually. Going for the Dendi build here on the Queen of Pain. Too early in that Shadow Strike and maxing out that Scream of Pain afterwards. Windrunner left alone at the mid lane, so looks like the Leshrac just got pushed out, did not want to deal with it, and just pieced. The base damage is only from stats, so I don't know what you're talking about. As we do see a nice Chronosphere is going to catch 2 heroes here. Darkseer is going to go down, Demonic Purge getting the last hit on that one. And Shadow Demon maybe looking for another kill here. Not sure. He doesn't have the Demonic Purge anymore, but he does have Destruction and Soul Catcher up. So, still a bit of killing potential there. Meanwhile, Queen of Pain has taken that tier 1 tower up at top. And looks like she's either going to go for the Necro Book or a Dagon, possibly a Force Staff. Oh, right. Okay. Whatever, man. Get out of here. Right click damage if you're going to be particular with me. Mid lane face boots are picked up on the Windrunner. So just going to look to push up this lane a bit. Does have an illusion room. So spamming that power shot, kill off the creeps fast, and try and get some good damage with those illusions. Maybe even go for a dive, lane the illusions, tank up the tower. Not really sure. Split Earth is not going to hit. Riki, only 11 CS, 2 deaths, and only has boots as well as a poor man shield. So, I mean, they're not really adapting. That I don't understand. Like, they're getting crushed, even 4v3 in this tri-lane. I think it's time for a lane switch. You know, maybe move the tri-lane up to top, maybe just a dual lane, and try and move off the Queen of Pain off top lane. Give Riki some space to farm, but continuously going down to this bottom lane has obviously not worked out as they continue feeding kills. 0-4 Lich, 0-3 Vengeful Spirit. Meanwhile, we have Shadow Demon coming around the side, maybe going to go for a kill here. Disruption to go on the Vengeful Spirit. And nice Chronosphere is going to catch all 3 of them. Demonic Purge is going to get the kill here on Vengeful Spirit, it looks like. Yep, kill goes to Shadow Demon. TP coming in from Leshrac. Split Earth is going to miss. Oh, but Leshrac in the middle of the fight right now, just going to throw in that Pulse Nova and try and pick up the kill. Dive off Edict, doing so much damage, and yep, he's going to get the kill there on Venomancer. Meanwhile, Shadow Demon TP's out of the lane. Smart call by him. Fully surrounded. And just showing his awareness there that, you know, they're preoccupied killing off his teammates. They've used a lot of their stuns on his teammates and, you know, able to just TP out to safety. Good call. Has picked up a headdress, actually. So maybe going to see him be the designated mechanism carrier. And with those TPs coming out, particularly from the Leshrac down towards the bottom lane, Windrunner taking the time, just pressure down the tower. Nobody going to be able to come contest that since they're all at bottom. Wasted their TPs. And same thing here at the top lane, Queen of Pain.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And yep, she's gonna get the last hit there, but Leshrac actually gonna miss the Split Earth once again, and he's gonna take a lot of damage. Wow, level 2 Sonic Wave is just gonna instantly give him there. And Winner actually rotated up towards the top lane to try and help out, but it doesn't really matter. And Radiant really just look like they're kind of throwing the game away, to be quite honest with you. I mean, they're not trying to defend any of their tier 2 tower up at top. They gave away the tier 1 at mid. Haven't really adjusted to try and give Ricky some farm, and you know, I don't like to call it early, but they're really shaping up to not last much longer in this game. Down here at the bottom lane, it is try versus try once again. Nobody really opting to go for any aggressive pushing. I mean, a lot of kills, but no tower taken just yet. Necronomicon actually up on Faceless Void, so going for that kind of gimmicky build where, in case you don't know, Necronomicon warriors do operate, or do function still, and can move inside the Chronosphere. So a really strong kind of combo there in a way. Good item pickup from the Faceless Void. I don't really agree with the Phase Boots build. It's nice for the chasing, as we do see a 3-man Chronosphere gonna hit on the Radiant. Necronomicon is out doing work right now, but they're not gonna get enough damage on the Ricky. Oh no, actually they will. Poison Nova actually getting a lot of damage going right here on all 3 heroes, and yep, that is gonna be a 3 for 0. Wow, was not expecting that much damage to actually come out. And Windrunner having rotated down towards the bottom lane, gonna just try and push up that tier 1 tower, and they will be successful. Force Staff is up on the Windrunner, and as soon as that gold graph updates, we will take a look at that, as I am expecting a huge difference right now of about probably 7,500 gold in favor of the Dire team. And they want to push that even further, it looks like. Maybe going to push up this bottom tier 2 tower. They do have the siege creep, as well as 4 heroes down here in position. Looking at the gold graph. Oh, well, you can double what my prediction was, and that would be what the gold difference is. Magic Missile to fly on the Shadow Demon. Nothing going to come of it. Power Shot doing a lot of damage. And Shadow Demon actually maybe going to go in for a kill here. Yep. Void has time walked in. Going to try and get a kill here on the Ricky with those right clicks, as well as the Demonic Purge. Going to get it. But it looks like Shadow Demon is going to pay for it with his life. Meanwhile, Void staying off on the side, taking a little damage from the tower. Vacuum. Try and bring them back. Ion Shell Chase. Looks like Venomancer is going to get away though. He is going to surge. Iron Shell is going to wear off though. No Vacuum just yet on the Darkseer. Does have the Soul Ring up though. Meanwhile, Windrunner just going mono-e-mono versus this Vengeful Spirit, and he's going to get away with his life. And, oh, it just needs a right click. Yup, he is going to get away and going to Windrun right out of there. As we do see, Darkseer going to get taken out by the Venomancer, but Venomancer taking the fall to Leshrac. Faceless Void, meanwhile, still alive, has picked up his 2nd level of Necronomicon and has enough gold for the 3rd. So did not get the push going down there at the bottom lane, but came out with some decent kills. I believe that was a 2 for 2. So tied up there, but the main carries from the Dire surviving. I mean, particularly Faceless Void as well as Windrunner. And meanwhile, Queen of Pain pushed up to tier 2 at mid, has a Necro 3. Completely free farming, doesn't even need to fight with his team to keep the fights even, if not in their advantage. So, wow. A really strong showing coming out from Epidemic. Just gonna rotate up to that top lane and once again get his farm going. Whoa, what was that? Just blinked completely behind the Darkseer, and actually going to try and go for a kill here on the Darkseer. Does have the Necro 3, and yep, here is the Shadow Demon in position. Can pop the Demonic Purge if he wants to, but nope, not even going to bother. Shadow Poison, going to pick up the last hit there. Oh, but Queen of Pain needs to be careful. Has mana for Blink, and yep, going to get away fine. Demonic Purge, though, is going to do a lot of damage here to this Leshrac. Wow, and he completely pops. He kept his Edict and Pulse Nova up, and he killed off the Necro Warrior, the melee one, and last will did 600 pure damage there to Leshrac. Completely just melted. And GG is called. Yep. So Radiant, they recognized it, realized that it would just be a waste of time to play through any further, I mean, they've got 2 Necro 3s up on the Dire team, and they're up 27-6. So, GG to the Dire team, Epidemic, and hopefully we do see them perform just as well as they did here in the grand finals. Against who, I'm not really sure, but I'm sure it's bound to be a good game. We will stick around in this game to try and get the end game screen up, just so you can take a look at the stats before it's over. But we did end with about 20,000 gold difference, and right from the get-go, just a clear line in advantage of the Dire. Do I want to stream your game? 1, what game is it? And 2, there are still the grand finals of this tournament coming up next. So, if it's right now, I don't think so. And yep, like I said again, GG to Epidemic, winning this one pretty handily. GG called before 19 minutes into the game. And just looking at the scores, I mean, Queen of Pain obviously won her lane really well. Windrunner, you know, despite being against a dual lane for a little, but that rotation from the Vengeful Spirit from mid to bottom did let Windrunner come out with a little bit of an EXP advantage over the Leshrac at the beginning of the laning phase. And I mean, you know, just dominating their lanes. But I really do think the tri-lane is what won it for them. They kept down that Riki and eliminated any chance of, you know, a late game carry that got farm up, you know, coming out of nowhere and turning the game around for them, despite having lost 2 lanes early on. So, GG to Epidemic, and like I said, let's hope they play just as well in the grand finals of the Reddit Dota 2 May Cup, or May Dota 2 Cup. Sorry. And just gonna toss on the music again, and I will try and update the title on the stream when we go live, or when we are live with the, or when we should expect to go live with the grand finals. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned. We do have one more game coming up for you, at the very least. So thanks for watching, and don't go anywhere.